And just like in Ocarina of Time, this game has a fishing hole. Inside of the fishing hole is a very worthwhile reward. The cool thing is, well, no, that's a lie. You still have to pay for it. Well, I'm still gonna have to pay for it, but as for now, I don't have to pay to do this. You can fish, but if you want to rent out a boat, you gotta pay for it. Which we're going to do. Just not right this second. Oh, stop dropping things. If I could stop burping. I just flail out of the grass out of OCD, and then money shows up. Also, just thought I should point this out. Well, not really point it out, but just say this game is the best one for GameCube. And I'm not counting Wind Waker because I haven't completed it. But I'm just saying that because, like, I just played through Ocarina of Time the other day, and holy hell, I seriously hate the GameCube version of Ocarina of Time. It is terrible. The control stick is so sensitive, it ruins it. There you go. Like, that's one thing I don't like, is I'm just trying to play through it, and I hit it just barely, and the control stick's like, all the way to the fucking left. I'm like, no, I just barely touched it. They did not translate it very well. But yes, that is what I wanted to get. There was an empty bottle here, so I figured that would be very worth our while, and we could take that into the lake bed temple with us, and it would benefit us greatly. Not only that, but I needed to get it eventually. Plus, while I'm over here, we can go ahead and get another something. I mean, they technically could wait, but I don't really feel like making them wait. Because I like collecting things. And I mean, if it's there and we can do it, why not do it, right? Link, we need to go the other way, don't we? No, it's right here. That's cool. Now just look at Link's expression when he walks in first. Yes, nice to meet you indeed. There's a bit of secrets around here. If you actually stare at some of these pictures, she'll start talking about it. I believe you have to like stand in front of them and stare at it first. There's also a little mini game in here that you can stare at, and then she'll be like, "Oh, hey, you want to play?" And it actually costs money, but there's no real reward for it, so
Okay.
you can play it if you'd like to, but me and my sisters wasted so much time on it, and there's no real point to it. I believe you can get money out of it, but that's about it. In other words, it's mostly useless. So I just figured those were worth noting, but this is the only thing we are here for. I don't think I can reach that from here, but I'll give it a try. Oh, hell yeah! I need to hit B to reel. That was it. Just a little piece of heart. And actually, I didn't even notice that before, but you can see the heart beating in there. Whose heart did you catch, you big sweetheart? Well, that was all I wanted, so, put it away, and tell her to fuck herself. And see, that was it. That was the extent of it. Just those bugs, that bottle, and that piece of heart. Not only that, but out of that piece of heart, I believe we got a new heart container, so you can't yell at me, because we benefited from this by a whole 4 bugs, a full heart, and a bottle. Which means I am in the right, and you have no reason to yell at me. And now we can go ahead and return. Yeah, this is the right way. I can't see because it's dark. We can return to the lake and proceed with the temple, because that is all we can do. So, I will meet you in 4,000 years from now. Boom! Yep, we're back. I'm gonna put on the Zoro armor. And all we do is just sink all the way here to the bottom. I guess you could swim down, but I'm gonna let myself sink. I wonder... No, I think Link could probably drown before we hit the bottom. That may be incorrect, but... Yeah, no, he'd be dead. He wouldn't reach the bottom. We finally did. So what I do is put one here. I got 2 shots at this. Which actually has me worried, so if you see me like cut away after the second bomb, don't be surprised. 1. Okay. You gotta go by like half a second. A second and a half. Oh my god, I did on the first try! Alright, after you do that, you have no worries. The rest of the bomb stuff will take care of itself. So now we can finally enter the Lake Bed Temple. far as the Zora's tunic goes, I don't know. Like, it sounds really stupid, but part of me doesn't like it just because of the flippers. And I know that's an incredibly stupid thing to say just because, well, flippers, you know, are supposed to help you swim and all that. But to me, flippers just look goofy. They just look silly. I don't know what it is about them, but I just find them weird looking. Ow! Ho, ho. I can't believe that actually hit me. But in other words, it works for what it's worth. It looks kind of Ocarina of Time-ish. Ocarina of Time was like barely even a thing. It was just like, hey, you can magically breathe underwater because you're wearing this. This one, it has a mask that will cover your mouth, which helps make it make sense. Also, if we could, scoop this up. Scoop it! Thank you. This introduces the Chew Jelly. Now remember, as I told you, they had, what's it, Doodles? A magic meter. Well, there's actually, in a certain location, there's only one of them, but I believe it's like a green chew. And you can get green chew jelly, or something like that. It's incredibly hard to get, but yeah, it does exist. So that's one of the things, and it's still actually in the game itself, so it is possible to grab it, but again, the item is useless. The red chew jelly is going to be useful. The purple, I believe, varies on use. Sometimes it can heal you, sometimes it can hurt you. Kind of like if you ever drank a Poe inside of Ocarina of Time, which in reality that sounds kind of gruesome because that's a spirit you're drinking. But yeah, after you get inside, they start providing you with bombs yourself, so you don't need to worry anymore. It'll take care of itself and you'll be fine. You'll always have enough bombs. And I'm glad they decided to do that because it was very nice of them, and I need to do this. Much better. I don't know, I find it as a waste to use the water bombs with the bow and arrow. I don't know why, but it just feels like, well, hey, this isn't what they were constructed for, but... Whoa, that's treacherous. Don't you think you ought to knock down the stalactites hanging off the ceiling first? They don't look very stable. I'd bet they'd break pretty easily if you hit them with enough force, don't you think? Yeah. So you gotta knock all these down. They won't go down any other way. So, despite her saying you should knock them down, well, if you don't knock them down, they'll just hang up there for however long as they feel like. Oh, well, hi. You remember that backslash attack? I said that twice. Yeah, the backslash attack? Well, we basically learned it for specifically those enemies. Those enemies are covered and shielded at the front, but if you roll behind them, you can slash their weak spot, which is in their back. So that's really what feels like the main purpose of learning that move. However, I just find it so much more useful because there's other enemies in the game that, you know, protect themselves, and it's just the best move ever, and I love it. If we could, let's go on. As you see, there's Zora's Sapphire on the door. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't remember. I think if you look at the cutscene where Link grabs it, you can see on the Zora tunic right there, there is the sapphire. I don't believe there's any other way you can get a good enough glimpse at it, but maybe if you're lucky you could. Yeah, right there on his necklace, the Zora Sapphire. That was a good enough glimpse. Oh, damn, I did not see that guy there. These are one of my favorite enemies in Zelda to fight, though. The Lizard Warriors. I don't know why. They just feel so fun, and I love fighting them. They're the best. Now, I guess, I don't know, everyone always complained about the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, saying it was hard. I never found it hard. Not trying to brag, just saying. So I guess if you struggle with that, you might struggle with this because it's almost a similar structure, but not as, you know, hard. I don't know. If you know what to do, it's fairly simple. You actually only have to like deal with certain rooms. But this little staircase is the main gimmick. This is the whole center room of it. If we could, let's run all the way over here. Oh, go away. Much better. Yeah, this one's only got 2 floors, while Ocarina of Time had 3. Go away, these guys. There's so many of them. There you go. This is what you want to do, is jump, and then these switches will move the staircase around. which could be confusing, but it's actually fairly simple. All you gotta do is just go through like one door, and then you're basically set. They just kind of like lead into each other, and it feels so self-explanatory. And now we got max bombs and max arrows, so that's pretty good. Like, that won't lead you to anything. You can't, well, I mean, it will lead you to something, but you can't access it yet. I believe you actually gotta go up to the top, but I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything over here. Which would be a no. Alright, so now we can... Yeah, because see, if you were to walk down here, you wouldn't be able to go anywhere, so you're like, oh, well, damn, what do I do? And that's where you hit the switch, and then you realize you can go somewhere, which is the place we're gonna go. Because it's the only option we have. So they don't mix it up with many other options. Now, one thing I complain about... I know it's realistic, but come on. I'm fairly certain Nintendo knows we use the rolling thing to help speed up. Again, it's realistic. I'm not arguing that. But it's kind of annoying the fact that I can't just go up, roll up the stairs. I actually didn't want to do that. I wanted to shoot it, but that'll work. And yet again, we find Uku. Go away. Stop showing up. Stop existing. Damn. They're just everywhere, aren't they? That door was locked. I'm trying to remember which door it was. Where's the staircase? Oh, well, it's right in front of us. Okay, so it should probably be the one at the back, maybe? Oh, why are there so many of you? I mean, I know I could just ignore them and not kill them, but if I do, they're just gonna keep following me. I don't think that'll lead... And now I'm getting messages on MSN. Because someone signed in. It scared the living fuck out of me. I really, really wish I knew how to just, like, make it so it didn't sign in anymore. Okay, well, if that doesn't lead us anywhere, then I guess our best option would be to do this, maybe? Because I don't think we could go to that door. Yeah, because see, this is quarter turn, so straight forward should be the way to go then. Yep, this is it. So yeah, it's not so difficult, it's more or less just finding where to start first, and then it all flows from there. And as you see underneath the doors, although it is black, it's actually not part of the door. It's supposed to be an opening, so you can let air or whatever the hell go through. Or since this is the water temple. You know, Link, I was trying to aim it! Or in our case, since this is the water temple, we'd be letting water go through. Wasted one of our bomb arrows. I was hoping you'd grab onto the vines like a super cool cat, but I guess you won't do that at all. Go. No, Link, what the hell are you doing? Okay, go here. Probably didn't even need to do that. Actually, I didn't. Now that we have the key, we can go through the first locked door, which is the only other way we have left to go. Because this room's basically a dead end for us as of this moment. We gotta turn back. Ugh. Stupid vines, stupid everything. Don't worry, this dungeon and the rest of the game becomes quite a ways easier after we get a certain item. And by gets easier, I mean getting around gets easier. That's my opinion, the lazy man's way of doing the rest of the game. At least it sure as hell feels it. It climbs so slow. Don't worry, Link, we can go. Yeah, see, I find it almost hypocritical how I killed the stupid Tagtites, but I run away from these guys. It's not meant to be, it's just a weird irony I noticed. And now I'm looking at the stairs and they look so fast as I run up them. I don't think that'll do me any good. I think I need to find a switch. Yeah, because that should probably lead me right back to where we started. So, yeah, quarter turn it back.